finesse. I like salsa, I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show. Any visa for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone, and he won't quite make it to the 25. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Love when the playbook comes to life and the execution is there. Man coverage on the outside. And if you like the matchup and you feel like your receiver can get the position he needs, you just throw it up there and let him do his thing. We see this a lot now with back shoulder routes and things like that. And this is a nice job to go up and get it. And they pick up a first down.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Again, it's Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now 2 are going to change the play. Hill going to go in motion right. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this happened.
Waiting all night to play.
The first one they lost. Good news here, doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Play action. Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Tua now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Terrible play.
Picked up by Cameron Curl. And
That's
the Rams
crazy.
are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I can't
He
believe
got
he
out
gave
of the
that
pocket
to
there,
you.
was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nakua, 87 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Hey, your ad better not be on my live. That's all I know.
And it's no good.
Yo, I better not be on my live watching my stream.
Remains tied. Oh boy. So back even at 6 away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Back to the regular schedule. Oh, it's Jets user. What's going on, gang?
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Oh, what?
Incomplete.
Look like he slowed down. My check. Or did he slow
Good
down?
closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Tua to try again on second down.
Bro, I'm tweaking. I am tweaking.
And that could have been
Bro, let me lock
probably
these,
should
bro.
have
I'm
been
actually
the third
tweaking.
interception of this first half. He's got to figure out something, because you cannot give the ball away like he's done and have any chance to win this game.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Bro, what am I doing? Bro.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work
It's
by
the
this
late night
defense to
feeling.
hold things in check and force a punting situation.
I'm delayed.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this
Yeah, I
one
ain't
away.
feeling good right now. Feeling like dirt.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had to quote it back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
I knew I wasn't tripping.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you...
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Motion man is Schwartz. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
My bad, I'm peeling the egg right now.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the Rams at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best.
Would have been a good play.
They would have fallen here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win. Things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's just not there, player.
Quality coverage that
We need a
time.
new quarterback.
Has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle.
Bro, how is he getting beat off the line every time?
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a first down throw, Stafford.
No
And
way.
this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
He's actually beating him. I just watched that happen.
With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first.
Bro,
and
you
10.
doing that whole, like,
to pass
it's
to him.
not going to work.
And that's going to be
Just tell me right now.
Too tough to hold on to that one.
I don't know why you're doing that zigzag.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go. Achane. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was
Only reason why I
great.
fumbled was because I'm
Good vision,
delayed.
navigating the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to
Should have been a pick.
incomplete.
Okay.
12 seconds left.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Stafford looks to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hold on, peeling this egg, player. Once I eat this last egg, I'm teeing up. Try to at least.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4.
Hey, punt that.
Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Ooh, I wouldn't have returned that.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
No, I can't pick a play.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Eskridge, the man in motion. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. George Pickens, an 80-yard touchdown. And the
Hey, I tried to hit that on beat, though.
Touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Damn, I'm just forcing. I ain't gonna care. I can give you the ball. I'm really just giving you the ball, honestly. When I could have just scored on that drive, I keep giving you the ball.
Score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here.
Bro, that's an interception.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On first down at Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And
he gonna run the ball
as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Didn't I just say I let you feed you on the ball?
Tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check.
Running them same plays not going to save you, boss man.
Between last week and this week.
Boss
man, I just used a
Dito.
calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in in a really bad way.
I can go.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10.
Oh, this is a TD.
Now Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
All right, I got to stop, bruh.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. In motion left, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of him.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that falls to the ground. Complete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And going deep for Hill. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams. He's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Bro.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The gun on 3rd down. Stafford. Leaping, and he makes the grab. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Top by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard
It's crazy. I knew he was
line.
going to do that
The
too.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
From the 50 at Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
I should have knew he was going to still go to him, which is crazy.
50 yards.
It was kind of obvious, but I didn't think he was going to be that obvious.
One-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point.
Guess I got to end the game.
And now things get a bit more interesting.
Hey, bro, you played a good game. I know that. You played a really good game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Eskridge, the man in motion. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's not talk about how I threw it to
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A run straight ahead with H.N. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Played a good game, my brother.
Touchdown, Dolphins. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. This fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd down. Now Stafford.
Yeah, don't pass it to Nakua now, boy.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing.
Spam
It's a no
Nakua.
one here. He throws it away.
That's the problem.
And now it's 3rd. This definitely 4 down.
See, I'm taking it light,
point,
so I can only imagine other
3rd down
people.
here.
You spam Nakua, bro. You gotta get out that habit.
Stafford now to throw.
There you go.
It is caught. And he will get out of
It won't
bounds
matter,
with
though.
23 seconds
Let
to
the
play
clock run.
as he does pick up a 1st down. Now it's Stafford.
I just told you spam Nakua. I already knew you was gonna do that.
And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Back to throw is Tua. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. To throw is Tua. Throw caught by H.N. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down Going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. In completion there, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.